What's up, guys? So I graduated high school. I'm done. But is it just me, or is anybody else stressed out after they graduate high school? Or I don't know. I feel like I'm behind everybody else. Sorry about that. I don't know, because I feel like I don't know if I'm the only one. I feel like you have to make up your whole life like right now, like you have to decide where you're gonna go and what you're gonna do and how long you're gonna do it for, and then job type you get and blah 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 blah. And I'm very like if this happens and this will happen and this. All right, this is how I think. You want to take a ride on the Gabriel train? Just I'm bored. One of my close friends, my really close friends, I always say this to her. I'm always like, go on the Gabriel train. So this is how I think. So I'm like, all right, if I get an A on this quiz, then I'll be able to get an A on this class, and then I'll be able to get an GPA points for this, and then I'll be able to get into this college, and then I'll be able to study this degree, then I'll be able to get this job, and then I'll be able to get that job, and I can support my family, and then we won't end up on the street. But then I also look at it like, if I fail this test, or if I get the C on this test, I'm going to get this grade in the class, and then I'm going to get this, and this, and blah, 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 and then I'm going to end up on the street with my family, and we're going to live in a box right next to Publix. That's how I think. So, yeah, I'm just like stressing out because I don't know exactly what I want to do yet, and I don't know if anybody else can agree with me or take sides with me. But like, I don't know what I want to do yet, and I feel like I have to make up my whole life like right now, and so like I'm stressing out. And then my parents are just like, Gabi, tú necesito blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I know. Can I just relax for today? Just go back from work. Can I just like take a chill for a second? No, is that okay? And they always have something for me to do, and I'm just like, I just want to flip burgers for the rest of my life. I want to. So, yeah, man. So, and I'm very like, I always try to take everything at once to a person, and that like stresses me out. But then I know better, and it's like something that's been really helping me through this is God, obviously. But there's a Bible verse. Hold on. Let me. I got you. Got it right here. Matthew 6:33. God is so good. It's like He knows that we can't process a whole bunch of things at once, and He knows to be like stressed out about all this stuff, and He like lays it down for us, like how we should like view things. It says in Matthew 6:33, but seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. A to the man, Jesus. Every day got its troubles of its own. Oh man, because me personally, I don't know if anybody else can relate, but me, I try to take everything in at once, and life is kind of like those pictures that are like threaded with like yarn and stuff like that, and you look at the back of it, and it's like a whole bunch of like blah blah blah, and we look at it and we don't understand, but then you look at the other side and you see the image. That's like us. Like we're looking at the painting. We're looking at the painting or the yarn thread and everything. We're looking from the back, and we're just like, what are we looking at? Like, my life's a mess right now. What is this? And because we look at life this like finite, like whole, and we can't see the whole thing. And God is looking at the whole thing, and He's like, just chill. Like, you can only see that one splotch of blue. You don't even know what that is. That could be water. That could be the sky. That could be your denim pants. Like, you don't know what that splotch of blue is. Just focus on what you can see, and let me worry about the rest. Like, God is so good. We're trying to, at least I am, I'm trying to grasp all this stuff and trying to focus so much on my future and all this stuff, and I'm like stressing out. And I can't process it all because I wasn't made to. Jesus came to take away my burden and give me an easy yoke. And that's just one thing that's been helping me through me stressing out, because I stress out about everything. All my friends, they know that. I stress out about my white shoes getting dirt on them. I'm pretty sure everyone does, but I stress out about everything. And, oh my gosh, I listened to a statistic. I don't even know how true it is, but it's true to me that you stress out more about stuff that doesn't even occur, that doesn't even happen, than stuff that actually does happen. Like 90% of the time, we stress about stuff that doesn't even come to fruition. And the 10% is actually stuff that does happen, and we don't even sweat that much about that. Like, oh my God, that's so true. But yeah, that's something that's helping me. Like, you know, just God literally came and gave us the key to not stress. And it's just worry about Him and focus on Him, and everything else will just into place. And yeah, and you know, sometimes we make our problems as bigger than they are because we make our God smaller than He is. And your problems and your heavy heart and your stress correlate with how big your God is. If your God is bigger than anything, then you don't have to worry about anything because He holds it. He's holding it in His hand. He's just like, so you don't got to worry about it. So, but that's, you know, my post high school stress that, like, I feel like I have to make up my whole life right now, but my life is just beginning. And at the end of the day, God has it in His hand. So whatever's gonna happen happens because He allowed it to happen. You know, like, even the devil has to go through Jesus and be like, yo, can I tempt this person? And then He's like, yeah, you can. Be gone. You know, just like with Job. And it's just about seeking Him first, and then everything else fall into place. Not that we don't do anything, but it's like it's a relationship. It's halfway. So we meet Him halfway. We do our part. He does His part. Sometimes we try to do our part and His part, and then that's where we mess up because we were never made to carry all that. You know, we're only human, and God understands that. That's where we come from grace. And oh, God is so good, because I'm a mess. Yeah, yeah. So that was my venting. You know, if you get stressed out easily, or you stress out about a lot of things, or you try to take everything at once, try to handle it on your own, or you think you got to make up your life right now, or you just know God got grace written all over your life, then this video is the video for you. And even though, if you think about it, like me saying this at the end of the video, like, no one, they wouldn't know. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying this at the end of the video, so they would have already watched it. So they'd be like, it doesn't matter. Like, I already watched the video anyways. Like, I feel like that would have been something to put at the beginning. So they'd be like, oh, I'm one of those things. I can keep watching. Or, I'm none of those things. I'm perfect. I don't need to watch. I don't know. But, you know, like, we all, some type of way, it's in there somewhere, right? Yeah? No? Okay. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for letting me vent. You had no other choice. You're beautiful, though. And I hope you have a great rest of the day, or a great night, or a great morning, or a great sleep, something. You guys are amazing. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, if you haven't already. If you have, you the realist, you the goat. You the goat. And I just learned that like a month ago. Didn't know what it was. I actually thought it was a literal goat. So I thought it was an insult. But if you already have, you're the goat. If you haven't, you will become the goat once you do it. So, bye.